Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another general collective energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. So I hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with a U, a S, or an E. I don't know. Somebody you know could be trying to use somebody. Somebody you know could be trying to use somebody's name. Because if you move the letters around, we have S-U-E. I don't know. Somebody's name could be Sue, Susan. Like somebody could be trying to sue somebody. I don't know. Let's just hop in and see what's going on. We got a Leo. So there could be a Leo involved. We got a Libra. We got a Scorpio. We got a Gemini. We got an Aquarius. We got a Pisces. Heavy Scorpio. We got a Taurus. There's a friend involved. Heavy Libra. Yeah, heavy Libra energy. Something definitely, could have happened, like in Libra season. Or, like something, like it take place by Libra season. Yeah, heavy Libra. Somebody, could have Libra, all in their birth chart. We got a Gemini. We got a sister. We got a Cancer. We got a Sagittarius. There's a lot of different signs out here. So I don't know, somebody could be seeing a lot of different signs. Or there's a lot of signs that are being shown, like to somebody, and it could be about, like different people. Somebody definitely could have a lot of legal issues going on out here. Yeah, heavy Pisces. Let's hop in and see y'all what's going on. When I split the deck, we have remain positive and peaceful resolution. So somebody could be being told to remain positive because there could be some type of peaceful resolution, that could be about to take place. Somebody's also being told, to, ask their angels. So I feel like it has something to do, with, for some type of help out here. It could have something to do, with, like some type of peaceful resolution. I feel like somebody definitely needs to know that, their spiritual team, is here, for their support. But somebody's also being told to, listen to their intuition as well. I don't know, somebody's, you know, like spiritual team, angels, you know, could be trying to, you know, like, yeah, like let somebody know, you know, that, yeah, like, just remain positive. Everything is going to be okay. You know, there's some type of peaceful resolution, you know, that's going to take place within a situation. Yeah, somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, there is some type of situation that will improve. So somebody is just being told to, yeah, trust the process. Yeah, when it comes to, yeah, a peaceful resolution. Somebody, you know, could be going through some type of recovery out here. Or somebody, you know, could be about to recover something. Something about, yeah, like somebody's health. So somebody's health could be improving. That's for somebody, not everybody. But it's something about, yeah, like somebody's spiritual team, you know, I could be waiting for them to reach out to them, you know. So, I mean, maybe somebody needs to communicate with their spiritual team. But we have no need to worry at the bottom of the deck. So there is some type of situation that will improve. Somebody is being told, yeah, like not to worry. Yeah, just listen to your intuition. I feel like the, yeah, you know, as long as somebody, you know, yeah, like is, you know, like, yeah, like listening and trusting in their intuition, you know, and yeah, like seeking, you know, like, yeah, like divine guidance. I feel like the, yeah, whatever the situation is, it will improve, and there will be, yeah, like some type of peaceful resolution that is going to take place. And we have big happy changes at the bottom of the deck. So there could be some big happy changes, you know, that could be about to happen for somebody. Yes. Somebody definitely is about to, you know, yeah, like receive a yes. So somebody, you know, could be about to receive some type of approval. Somebody, you know, could be about to, yeah, like, you know, where, you know, like somebody, you know, could have been receiving, you know, like a lot of no's. Somebody, you know, could be about to finally, yeah, like receive a yes. But it could be, yeah, like time for somebody to choose a new direction. So this could have something to do, you know, with, yeah, like to choosing a new direction to help, you know, like a situation to improve. Somebody, you know, would benefit, you know, like with meditating. Or, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, would benefit, you know, like with just being alone. I feel like the, yeah, like somebody, you know, could be about to receive, you know, like some type of answers out here. And it could be to, yeah, like some type of peaceful resolution. And then we have helpful people. So somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, like, you know, like if they've already reached out, you know, like to their spiritual team, yeah, like help is on the way. And then we have yes again. So somebody could be about to, yeah, like receive multiple yeses out here. Yeah, but it's something about, yeah, like, you know, somebody, you know, yeah, like knowing, you know, yeah, like having, you know, like the faith that, yeah, like there's some type of peaceful, you know, like resolution that's going to come out of a situation only if somebody believes. But it's also too, yeah, like somebody, you know, like choosing a new direction, you know, yeah, and believing, you know, that, yeah, like the direction that they choose, you know, yeah, that they're, you know, like, yeah, like choosing, you know, like, yeah, like the right direction. But when it comes to, you know, yeah, like, you know, like, yeah, like the situation, you know, like improving, or, yeah, like some type of peaceful resolution, I feel like somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, like it's up to them. So it's something about, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, needing to make some type of decision out here. It can have something to do, you know, with wanting to have, you know, like, yeah, like a peaceful resolution. Somebody, you know, could be, you know, like, yeah, like indecisive. So, yeah, like they don't know if they want to or if they don't want to. But I feel like yeah, like somebody just needs to know that whatever this is, it's up to you, you know. When it comes to, yeah, like some type of situation improving, when it comes to, you know, like somebody trying to, you know, like changing directions, yeah. But whatever, you know, is about to take place, it definitely has something to do with, yeah, like some type of big happy changes, you know, like taking place. So, I don't know. Somebody, you know, could be choosing a new direction. So this is like, you know, like moving, you know. And so, yeah, maybe, you know, yeah, like that's the direction that somebody's supposed to choose, you know. But maybe somebody's like, well, I don't know if it, you know, is, yeah, like a part of, you know, like the divine's plan. I feel like that somebody, yeah, that's when somebody, you know, needs to, yeah, like consult, you know, like with their spiritual team, you know. And, you know, when it comes to, you know, like, yeah, like really knowing, you know, yeah, like if that's, you know, like the right direction. But when it comes to, yeah, the trust your intuition card, I feel like that somebody already knows what to do. Somebody already knows. Yeah, somebody just needs to be brave. Yeah. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a B. We got the happy family. Or, excuse me, the family card at the bottom of the deck. So something about, yeah, like somebody's family. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could be the brave one in their family, you know. But I definitely do feel like, you know, that, yeah, like whatever, you know, yeah, like is about to take place. I feel like somebody just needs to, yeah, continue to be in this brave and this courageous, you know, energy. It's giving me, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, like taking a leap of faith, you know, yeah, choosing a new direction, you know, yeah, like doing things different in their life, you know, to bring forth, yeah, big happy changes. Then we have the star card. So somebody, you know, could be well known, you know, somebody, you know, could be a content creator. Somebody could be, you know, like a doctor. Somebody could be, you know, like a therapist, a counselor, you know. I feel like somebody definitely, yeah, they, you know, are in a position, you know, like to help people. And so I feel like the, yeah, whatever, you know, yeah, is about to take place, it has something to do, you know, with like helping people or, you know, like, yeah, like being of service to some people. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an S. But somebody thinks that something is BS out here. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could think that, you know, like, yeah, like spirituality is BS. Somebody, you know, could think, you know, that, yeah, like somebody being a healer is BS. Something about, yeah, like BS. Somebody, you know, could be calling, you know, BS for what it is. BS. So somebody, you know, could be surprised about it. I feel like somebody definitely is about to be surprised. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could be starstruck. So somebody, you know, could come in contact, you know, with, yeah, like a star, and they could be starstruck. But it's something about, yeah, like, you know, like somebody not believing, you know, that, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, like healed from something, you know. But this is something, you know, that, yeah, like maybe, you know, yeah, like somebody wasn't supposed to heal from. This could be, you know, like, yeah, like major heartbreak, you know. And so, yeah, like somebody wasn't supposed to come back from some type of major heartbreak and they did. Or, you know, yeah, this is like, you know, like somebody, you know, going through a major surgery, you know, and they were told, you know, that, yeah, like they weren't going to make it, you know. And so, yeah, like, you know, somebody, you know, comes out of the surgery, you know, and yeah, like they made it, you know, and yeah, like they're doing just fine. I feel like the, yeah, you know, like people could be surprised, you know, about something, but I feel like the, yeah, like people, you know, could be like really surprised as to what's about to happen. There could be somebody or some people that could just be, you know, like surprised about, yeah, like somebody's bravery, by somebody's, you know, like, yeah, like courageous energy. Yeah, we got Aquarius. So, yeah, heavy Aquarius energy. Somebody, you know, could be, you know, like surprised by how, you know, like people know somebody or how well known, you know, yeah, like somebody is, you know. Well, we got the Kite card. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be surprised about some communication. But you know, like kites are, you know, yeah, like when people, you know, that are locked up, you know, like they communicate. So somebody, you know, could be locked up, or, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, could just be surprised about, yeah, like some type of communication. Ooh. And then we got the all cap. So be aware, because there's a liar out here. Wow. Or it goes back to, yeah, like somebody, you know, like being surprised because, yeah, like they thought that somebody was lying, you know. They thought, you know, that somebody was lying about healing from some type of addictions, you know. They thought that somebody was lying about, you know, yeah, like You know, like, yeah, staying in alignment, you know, yeah, aligning their mind, their body, and their spirit, you know, yeah. They could be surprised, you know, yeah, because, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, communicated some stuff, you know, when somebody's putting it into action. This is like somebody, you know, having some type of idea, you know, and so somebody's like, ooh, I want to have a flower business, you know, and people are like, ain't no way, you know, they're going to create that flower business. They don't know nothing about flowers, you know, and so somebody, you know, yeah, like they take their time, you know, to, yeah, research and study flowers, you know, and yeah, you know, yeah, like, you know, with their brave and courageous energy, you know, yeah, like they walk into rooms, you know, yeah, you know, with people, you know, that, yeah, like they've been, you know, owning flower businesses for 30 years, you know, and so, yeah, like, you know, somebody goes in there, you know, confident, you know, knowing that, yeah, like they're going to receive a yes. But this is after, you know, like somebody has received, you know, like a lot of no's. Or this is after, yeah, like a lot of people, you know, have doubted somebody. So this is family members, this is friends, you know, this is people, you know, that are supposed to, yeah, root for somebody. And I feel like that, yeah, there are some people that are going to be surprised because, yeah, like somebody's going to walk out of that room, you know, with a yes. Somebody's going to walk out of the room, you know, yeah, with a smile on their face. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah, we got the good deeds card. So I feel like like somebody definitely deserves, you know, yeah, whatever they're about to receive. Because I feel like that somebody, you know, has poured out a lot more positivity than negativity, you know, yeah. Somebody, you know, somebody's good outweighs their bad, so there's no way, shape, form, or fashion, you know, that, yeah, like somebody wouldn't be able to receive this. Mm-hmm. We got it. We got the entertainer card. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be an entertainer. Somebody could be a star, or yeah, like somebody, you know, could be about to, yeah, like their life, you know, could be about to change overnight. But something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, like walking in rooms, you know, with people, you know, that, yeah, like you know, like, yeah, could be different with them, different from them on a physical level. So yeah, like somebody, you know, let's just say they're a singer, you know, and so yeah, somebody, you know, yeah, like they walk into, you know, like a room full of, you know, like other singers, but these singers have been singers for years, you know, and so yeah, like there's people that are doubting that somebody will come out, you know, will come out with a contract. And so yeah, somebody comes out, you know, with, yeah, 3 or 4, you know, opportunities, you know, like to sign contracts with different, you know, record labels, or, you know, yeah, to link up, you know, yeah, with other, you know, like singers. But these will be, you know, like, yeah, like singers that, you know, like we see on TV, you know, we see, you know, yeah, in, you know, on social media. Mm-hmm. But I feel like that there's somebody that definitely, yeah, could have been trying to entertain somebody or some people, and I feel like yeah, like their show was over. But I feel like when they were trying to entertain somebody or some people, they could have been trying to, yeah, like stop somebody's show from going on. Somebody's show must go on regardless. Yeah. And somebody's being divinely guided out here. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. Somebody's been lying. Somebody's been playing games out here. Or yeah, somebody, you know, thought that something was a game. So this goes back to, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, feeling like that somebody's lying about them being a healer, or, you know, like, yeah, like they think that, you know, spirituality is BS, or, you know, yeah, like they think something is BS. And yeah, they could have been trying to, you know, like, yeah, like play some type of game, or they thought that somebody, you know, was like playing, you know, like a game with them. This is like, yeah, like the game of lies. Something about, yeah, a single parent, 2 single parents. I don't know. There could be 2 single parents that could be coming together. Or something about, yeah, like there's a woman and child on this card, and a man and a child on this card. Something about, yeah, like two parents co-parenting or something like that. But it's something about, yeah, like, you know, like people being surprised at how, you know, yeah, like how strong somebody is, you know. And it has something to do, you know, with, yeah, like them, you know, yeah, like going through life, you know. Mm-hmm. Somebody definitely is destined, like to be great, Somebody's destined, to, go further than, like where they are. Mm-hmm. But I feel like there's people that, like doubted, that somebody, would even get, like one step ahead. And I feel like there's people, that could be about to be surprised because, like somebody, is 10 steps ahead of whoever these people are. You could be seeing the angel number 999. Yeah, it definitely, could be time, for somebody to release some stuff. Or, like somebody was brave enough, to, like release some stuff out of their life. Mm-hmm. But it says your current circumstances are ending, opening the door to better opportunities. If you're facing significant challenges, if you're facing significant changes, consider viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters. Embrace this transition by making room for new experiences and welcoming fresh beginnings into your life. Mm-hmm. Wow. So somebody needs to know that, like their circumstances are ending. Whatever circumstances that somebody has been going through, like they're ending. Yep. And somebody needs to know what is meant for you won't pass you. Won't pass by you. You will never have to force something that is truly meant to be. So whatever, is taking place, it's truly meant to be for somebody. It says, trust in the perfection of divine timing and allow your life to unfold as it should. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. And I feel like like somebody doesn't have a problem, with allowing, what comes to come and what goes, Somebody doesn't have a problem with, releasing or, like letting it go. Uh-huh. It's giving me, like people surprised, by, how strong somebody is. You could be seeing 6666, which is about great blessings. It says, nurture yourself by honoring your needs, desires, and boundaries. Let go of what weighs you down and make space for meaningful experiences. Expand your spirit across all areas of your life. Embrace the big love, opportunities, or job that are about to enter your journey. So, somebody, could have, like, been receiving no's, for a long time. But I feel like somebody definitely is about to receive a lot of yeses. Mm-hmm. The journey wasn't the smoothest or the most pleasant lately, but everything is coming together. Your patience, strength, and perseverance will soon be rewarded. The wait is almost over, so hold on. You could be seeing 0000, which is all about limitless potential. So people doubting somebody, people trying to put limits on somebody. Mm-hmm. This is a powerful reminder that anything is possible. If you can dream it, you have the ability to make it a reality. What someone else has can also be yours. Stay calm and trust that what is meant for you will come your way. Release any tension and embrace relaxation, knowing that your potential is boundless. Mm-hmm. Your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention the most. Somebody definitely, somebody has healed, like from some type of childhood wounds out here. Mm-hmm. Somebody, like they have healed, from a lot in their life. So there could be somebody or some people that could be surprised, but these could be people that, like they said, that somebody wouldn't heal, or like they were just banking on, somebody, like just getting down, laying down and not getting back up. Mm-hmm. It says, if you find yourself seeing recurring numbers or words, it is a sign that you are being supported, cared for, and divinely protected by the universe. Beautiful things are about to happen to you. And you could be seeing the angel number 2121. Somebody definitely is being told, like to pay attention, like to, like their energy levels, or, like pay attention, like to the energy, that's around them. It says the day you've been waiting for is on its way. Maintain your discipline as you move closer to your ultimate goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to stay focused. Your efforts will pay off. Remember, it's a climb, not an elevator ride. I feel like when it comes, to, somebody's energy, I feel like that, like somebody's energy, like it's very vibrant, it's giving me, like high vibing, but I feel like, people could be surprised because it's kind of like, well, how are they still this happy, or how are they still in this energy, when, like life, was, like whooping their ass. But I feel like like whoever, like this message is resonating with, like people could be surprised because, like they literally thought that, like life was going to, like take you under, but you could have taken life by the reins, you know what I mean? Yeah, it says sometimes everything is going wrong for the right reasons, but it goes back to the card that said, this journey, hasn't been, like the smoothest. It says you've been wanting life to get better, right? We often forget that in order for things to change, the status quo needs to get shaken up, and the stuff that no longer serves us needs to leave us to make room for the good-ish. We all love the phoenix rising from the ashes, but we forget the part where her nest is a bonfire and she's on fire, and Ish is scary as freak. Yeah, so somebody, could be, like a rising phoenix, but like somebody, had to go through, a lot, to become the rising phoenix. Yeah, you want to be a phoenix, you got to learn to love the fire. So somebody, they can want to be a rising phoenix, but like they don't want to go through something, or like they feel like, like it's too hard, or something about that is significant. Something about, like life being too hard. Somebody definitely, could feel like, that everything, could be going on wrong, like in their life. And it could be. But I feel like that, it's because, it's going wrong for, like the wrong reasons. It says, loving is its own reward. The very act of loving is the benefit of the risk. We all want to be loved back. We all want to be supported. But when you grow up, you see that it has nothing to do with how the person who receives your love reacts. And all about you just being willing to open your heart is in this dangerous world. Be a gangster and love the freak out of someone today. Expect nothing in return. And so I feel like that's what somebody, that's the energy, that somebody is in, because going back to, the good deeds card. And then we have prayer is dope as freak. So somebody needs to know that, like their prayers, are being heard. But it's something about, like somebody thinking that something is BS out here. It says, seriously, spend a little time asking God for what you want, even if you're speaking into the void. At the very least, you'll hear your own wish list and get a better idea of what you really do want. You might even figure out what the first baby step is to getting it. Excuse me, y'all. At the very best, there's a strong genie in the sky who will magically grant you all your wishes. I don't know. Somebody thought, that, like, manifestation was BS, or, like somebody, could have been like, well, I've been praying and praying and praying and ain't nothing happened for me, But I feel like it's because, like somebody, they could have been praying for all the wrong reasons, Something about that is significant. I don't know. Somebody definitely, could have, like, somebody could have been praying, that somebody's lying, So, like, God, please tell me they're lying. Please tell me, because that's what I'm getting as well. It says, once you start laughing, you start healing. So something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, like praying, you know, like to heal, you know. But going back, you know, to when I picked up, you know, like, yeah, like somebody's health could be improving. It says, if you aren't ready to laugh at what's going on, then laugh at something else. The internet is filled with ridiculous ish. Laugh at that, or call up your best friend who you trust to make fun of your problems in that loving, brutal way that they do. Just start laughing. You don't have anything to lose. Somebody's best friend could be involved, but yeah, we saw the friend card. But something about, yeah, like somebody or some people laughing at somebody. But I feel like when it comes, you know, to, yeah, like, you know, like somebody's past. So if there were people, you know, that could have been laughing, you know, like, yeah, like at somebody's past, I feel like like somebody, you know, yeah, like, you know, somebody doesn't take it, you know, like offensively, you know, yeah, like, you know, like, yeah, like they're, whoever these people are, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, like they could laugh with them, because it's kind of like, yeah, I was messed up back in the day, you know, I did make, you know, like some bad decisions, you know, but yeah, I'm not that same, you know, version of me that I used to be. It says, things get harder before you level up. Know that. It says, you're working hard and making good life choices, and then out of nowhere, a ish storm starts, and you can't figure out why. It's like mountain climbers getting to the peak. It's steeper and the weather is worse up there. But if they were to give up or spend time crying about why it's so hard, no one would ever get to the top of Everest. Most of us would rather chop off a hand than climb a snow-covered mountain. But it's still a great metaphor for making ish happen. So somebody didn't give up. Somebody didn't spend time crying, you know, yeah, about their life, or crying about, you know, like their circumstances. Whew. We have no equals a full sentence. You know what punctuate that sentence? Action. We spend so much time explaining our boundaries that we forget to just have a effing boundary. Say no and quit participating in what you said no to. Remove yourself from a situation if you have to. Be your own boundary. So I feel like somebody needs to stand on, you know, yeah, like their yes and stand on their no. But I feel like that somebody could be surprised, because yeah, like somebody's yes is their yes and somebody's no is their no. They say what they mean and mean what they say. And somebody's being told to be unfluctuatable. But I feel like somebody is unfluctuatable out here. It says, if you find yourself effed with, take a moment to reflect on what part of you is out of whack and susceptible to being effed wittable. Then check that ish with some self-love. When you're filled to the brim with love, nothing anyone says or does bothers you, and no negativity can touch you. You know what that makes you? A badass. A big old spiritual badass. So whoever, you know, this message is resonating with, yeah, you're a spiritual badass. Somebody thought that it was BS, or somebody thought somebody was BS. Yeah. It says, drink water and mind your own effing business. Enough said. Yeah. Wow. Somebody definitely, yeah, stand in their place and run in their race. I don't know, you know, if, yeah, because it's giving me, yeah, like people, you know, like surprised because, yeah, like, you know, somebody is who they say that they are, or, you know, yeah, what somebody, you know, is doing in their life, you know, yeah, like they're doing it, you know, it's not just something, you know, that, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, made up, or it's not something, you know, that, yeah, somebody just pulled out of the sky. We got a Scorpio at the bottom of the deck, so you could be a Scorpio or have Scorpio in your chart, or there's a Scorpio involved. Something could be out in the open. Or somebody, you know, yeah, like they're brave, you know, yeah, like I feel like somebody doesn't have anything to hide. Somebody is definitely is an open book. Yeah, the Courage card came out. So yeah, people, are seeing somebody, in this brave and courageous energy out here. Yeah. And somebody definitely is being told, like not to get weary in well doing. So something about, good deeds. I don't know. Somebody, could see somebody, like out in the open, So somebody, could see somebody out and they could be surprised because it's kind of like, maybe they haven't seen somebody in a long time, and so the last time they seen somebody, life was lifing on somebody, and so, they weren't expecting to see somebody, in, like the energy that they're in. They weren't expecting somebody, they weren't expecting to see somebody glowing, smiling, making it, But somebody also, they are brave and courageous. They were brave and courageous, to get on their self-discovery journey out here. We got an Aries, Taurus, Cusper. So you could be an Aries, Taurus, Cusper. There's one involved. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an N. We got dilemma. So somebody could be in a dilemma out here. But I'm also picking up too the like somebody, could be surprised because like somebody, could have been in, like some type of dilemma, And I feel like like somebody, like they faced the dilemma, like they got out of, like some type of dilemma out here. But somebody, could be angry about something. They could be angry, because they could be in some type of dilemma. It could have something to do with some lies. Or somebody, could be angry because, like somebody's lies could have put them in a dilemma. Yeah, somebody spread some type of fake news out here. Yeah. But there's also somebody, that, they could have already done something to somebody, but they possibly, could want to heal with somebody. So they feel like that, like they have nothing to lose. Maybe I'll go over there, and, try to heal with them or, like try to, like tell them the truth about something, but I feel like I feel like for somebody just needs to stay calm because something definitely, could make somebody angry because somebody definitely, could have been trying to humiliate somebody. I don't know. Something about a humiliation ritual is significant. We do have a lot of star celebrity energy out here. But somebody definitely, somebody, could have been trying to humiliate somebody and now they're in a dilemma. Yep. Somebody's also being told, to continue to lead by example. So I feel like whoever, thought that something was bullshit or thought somebody, was bullshit. I feel like like they could have been trying to look at themselves as a leader. But I feel like whoever this is, they're a follower. I don't know, something about social media, but we did, on one of those cards, it definitely talked about social media. Something about somebody being laughed at on social media. But we got beat around the bush. So somebody definitely, could want to communicate with somebody, but they could be, like beating around the bush about something. Something definitely, could get caught on security system. That could be why somebody, is like in a dilemma. But there definitely is somebody or some people that, we're trying to form weapons against somebody. But no weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. But it's something about, like somebody praying, like somebody, like reading the Bible. Or, like somebody just being full, of, like some wisdom and knowledge. Just being full, Somebody definitely is a spiritual badass. But the problem is, I feel like that somebody, thought that, like the weapons, that they were forming against somebody, was going to prosper, and they're surprised because it didn't. There could be some type of karmic relationship, that could end because like some type of karmic debt has been settled. So somebody definitely completed a mission, because that is a mission. But it's something about like somebody like thinking that like somebody wouldn't end a karmic relationship or something like that. Somebody definitely was being divinely guided. And so there's somebody has paid off some type of karmic debt. So I feel like somebody definitely could be about to try to beat around the bush about something, and it could have something to do with the truth. Somebody spread some type of fake news out here. We got karma, karma, karma. So somebody definitely could be receiving some karma. Somebody, could have thought, the like karma was BS. It's just made up. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an R. Somebody could be a nurse. We got karmic family. So somebody's karmic family could be involved. I don't know. Somebody, could, like find out some truth about their karmic family, and they could surprise them. But it's something about, like somebody being brave and correct. Because we did see the family card. So something about, like somebody being brave and courageous when it comes, like to, like standing up to their family. Or when it comes to, like choosing, like a different path. Choosing a new direction. I don't know, somebody's karmic family, could have been trying to, like put somebody in a dilemma or trying to cause, like somebody, some type of humiliation out here. I don't know. Somebody or some people could have been trying to get somebody evicted. Somebody definitely could be about to get evicted out here. And that could cause somebody, like to be angry. But somebody, could have gotten evicted in the past, and so, somebody had to figure it out, but somebody did, Well, we got booby trap. So somebody's karmic family could be involved in some type of setup, or somebody or some people, could have been trying to, like set somebody up in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an H. Whoever, the karmic relationship ended with, they're feeling somebody's absence out here. But somebody has settled, like some type of karmic debt out here. So some karmic debt has been paid. I don't know, somebody, like thought, that somebody was going to pay their karmic debt, or like somebody thought that somebody was going to pay, like their, like physical debt. Something about, somebody being in a dilemma. We got heavy Scorpio energy. But there's somebody or some people that, like they thought something was BS, or they thought somebody was BS. They thought that somebody didn't have no credibility, or they thought, somebody is out here faking and frauding. Gemini, heavy Gemini. We got a Virgo. Somebody possibly, like they didn't think that, like words have power. But we talked about that a little bit in the message that it was posted earlier, about, like people, not knowing, like using their words, in a way, to where, like they want to, basically, like harm somebody, going back to, I wish they, would pass away. I wish they would lose a job. I wish they would lose their home, and maybe somebody, spoke some type of truth, to somebody or some people about that, But either way it goes, people thought that somebody didn't have any credibility. And I feel like like they're finding out that somebody, has big credibility. Like somebody's a spiritual badass out here. And somebody could be about to find out that, like words have power. Somebody definitely lied. Somebody's dishonest and manipulative out here. Somebody, could have been trying to trap somebody, with, like some type of lies. I don't know. Somebody, could have, like tried to trap somebody with a child, or that's what somebody, said. Somebody was trying to trap them with a child. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a I. We got a Leo at the bottom of the deck. But somebody definitely is about to receive some good news. I feel like that, yeah, like somebody's good news definitely, yeah, could be about to piss somebody or some people off. We got a Libra. But there goes that peace. So something about, yeah, a peaceful resolution. Maybe that's what somebody, you know, wants to come in and beat around the bush about when it comes to, yeah, like having, like creating some type of peaceful resolution. But there is somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, they watch somebody, you know, like struggle. They watch somebody, you know, like, yeah, like go through some type of hardship out here. But somebody definitely, yeah, somebody has made peace with it. Somebody has made, yeah, so going back to, yeah, like somebody can laugh at themselves, you know, because it has something to do with, yeah, like somebody knowing, you know, that, yeah, like the choices and the decisions that they made in the past wasn't, you know, like the best choices and decisions. But somebody definitely, yeah, they could have, you know, yeah, like you used their words to try to disturb somebody's peace. And now, yeah, like they're going through some stuff out here. We got a scam artist. So there's a scam artist out here. That could be the person that could be in a dilemma. Somebody definitely, yeah, wasted their time by spreading some type of fake news or by lying out here. Yeah, we got eviction. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be getting evicted. And that could be why somebody, you know, could be in a dilemma. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could be angry, you know, and they could want to confront somebody. So I feel like somebody just needs to, you know, yeah, like be aware. But I feel like yeah, they angry because, yeah, like they spread fake news. They spread lies. Somebody, you know, could want to, yeah, like confront somebody because, yeah, like somebody's leading by example. But yeah, how else is somebody supposed to lead? We got December. So something, you know, could have taken place in December. Somebody, you know, could have spread some type of fake news in December. July to December. So something, you know, could have been going on for some months now. But there definitely could be somebody, you know, that could be in a dilemma because, yeah, like they could realize that they can't fool somebody. Or, yeah, like they could be surprised to find out, you know, that, yeah, like somebody ain't going. But something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, trying to act like that they're into the same thing as somebody, or trying to act like, you know, that, yeah, like, you know, like they're on the same level as somebody. Whoever this is, they possibly, yeah, could be surprised because whoever you like this message is resonating with, you could be aware, you know, that it's them, you know, that's trying to form weapons against you, or, you know, yeah, like doing whatever it is that they have done. It's somebody that somebody, you know, could have been in a karmic relationship with, that's for sure. So a karmic soulmate. We got a Libra, so yeah, heavy Libra. Yeah, somebody doesn't like somebody. Somebody's karmic family don't like somebody. So something about, yeah, like somebody trying to sue somebody, or somebody, you know, yeah, because we did, yeah, pick up, yeah, sue. Or something about, yeah, like somebody trying to use somebody. So somebody's karmic family could have told somebody, just use them, you know. Or there's somebody, you know, that, yeah, like their karmic family lied to them and told them, oh, they just want to use you. But, yeah, we got a divine feminine. So, yeah, you could be a divine feminine, or this is about a divine feminine. So, yeah, there's somebody, there's some people that don't like, yeah, a divine feminine. But somebody lied to somebody or some people to make them not like a divine feminine. And I feel like, yeah, like whoever this is, they definitely could be trying to, yeah, like manifest somebody out here. But we got secret mission. So I feel like whoever, like this message is for, because you're, a spiritual badass, you're on, like a secret mission. Or you've been on a secret mission. But somebody, could be on some type of secret mission out here. It could have something to do with them, feeling like that they have nothing to lose. It could be the person, that could be, like in a dilemma. But it literally could be somebody, that, could be wanting to, like bring some type of peaceful resolution somebody's way. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a B. I don't know, somebody's a money waster out here, so somebody done wasted some money out here. Somebody's guilty by association. Yeah, there's a Gemini, a Sagittarius, a Pisces, or a Virgo that's involved. And then we got court. So somebody, could be on a secret mission and it has something to do with court. But I don't know. There could be, like some type of peaceful resolution. It could take place in court. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a S. Something is BS though. But I feel like it's, like on, like those people's behalf. Or like somebody, like, again, they called BS for what it is. BS. Bullspit. But I feel like when it comes, to, like some people, like not liking somebody. It's over BS. You know what I mean? It's over, lies. It's over, It's not over something, like they, it's not over something. It definitely is over some stuff that somebody, done said. Yep, and they know now that it was a big mistake. We got 5 to 10 years. So something, could have been going on for the last 5 to 10 years. Or, like somebody, could be facing, like 5 to 10 years out here for something. Yeah, somebody is going to be found guilty of all charges. But it's something about, like people being guilty by association out here. I don't know if somebody, like thought, that, like, this is like somebody, like being at the scene, of a crime, but like they don't commit the crime. But then, because they don't commit the crime, they think that they aren't going to be charged, Something like that is significant. Yeah, somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a B. We got a brother, so somebody's brother could be involved. Somebody's brother, could be facing, like 5 to 10 years. But yeah, there's some people that know that, something was a big mistake out here, and we did see court. So something about, like somebody going to court. We got February. So somebody, could be going to court, this month. Somebody, could find out, that, like they could be facing, like 5 to 10 years. But we got street life and criminal life. So somebody definitely, they live a street life. They live a criminal life. But I feel like that somebody, could have lived, like some type of street life or criminal life in the past. But I feel like like somebody, like they grew from that, They got out of that, Yeah. But even if somebody lived a street life and a criminal life, I feel like like somebody's good still outweigh their bad. But we got jealousy as a disease. So there's some people that are walking around with a disease, and it's called jealousy. So there are some people that are jealous of somebody out here. I don't know, somebody, you know, could have done something out of jealousy. Try to get somebody in trouble, you know, out of jealousy. But we got job or a career opportunity. So somebody could be about to receive, yeah, like a job or a career opportunity. I don't know. There's somebody, some people that could be jealous, you know. Somebody could already have a job or could already be, you know, like, yeah, like, you know, in a career, you know. So people could be jealous of that. But it's something about, yeah, like somebody doing something at their workplace, you know, and they're, yeah, like guilty of all charges. Yeah, whoever this is, they don't have no moral courage. Yeah. And whoever this is, they definitely, yeah, don't stand up for what's right. So whoever this is, they possibly didn't stand up for somebody in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So yeah, they laughed at somebody. They talked about somebody. They basically, yeah, sided with somebody or some people. They, you know, yeah, like, yeah, they were laughing at somebody instead of, yeah, like laughing with somebody. Yeah, they laughed at somebody's pain only to be in pain. Yeah. Yep. And somebody definitely is being told to stay fearless and courageous. People are jealous of somebody's, yeah, bravery and courageous energy. Yeah. Uh-huh. Whoever these people are, yeah, they're on an emotional roller coaster out here. But whoever this is that's on an emotional roller coaster, somebody needs to be aware, because whoever this is, yeah, they're a loose cannon. There's somebody or some people, you know, that, yeah, like they could have labeled somebody, you know, like a loose cannon, but maybe somebody was in their past, you know, yeah, like that's not the new version of somebody. Yeah, people could be jealous, you know, of the, yeah, like the new version of somebody out here. But somebody could find out that they could be facing, yeah, like 5 to 10 years, and they definitely, yeah, could be, yeah, a loose cannon. But there definitely, yeah, could be somebody or some people that finally knows everything that was done to somebody. So I feel like that there is somebody or some people that added fuel to the fire, and now they know that it was a big mistake. I don't know. There's somebody or some people that could have been trying to get somebody locked up, you know. And so, yeah, there's people that finally knows everything that was done to somebody. But whoever these people are, yeah, that formed weapons against somebody, you know, that didn't prosper, yeah, they've hit a dead end. They don't see no way out. But going back to, yeah, like, yeah, like, so people throwing shots, whether it be physical shots or spiritual shots towards somebody's way, yeah, they sat around and allowed, you know, the shots to be thrown somebody's way. They sat around and allowed people to form weapons against somebody, and they still didn't prosper. And so, yeah, these are people that are found to be guilty by association. Yeah, it's giving me, yeah, like, you know, like people, you know, that, yeah, like, they observed, but they didn't participate. And they thought, you know, that, yeah, like they, you know, yeah, they, like they weren't going to be, you know, found, be held accountable for their actions. Somebody's friend has no integrity as well. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have no moral courage. They don't stand up for what's right. They possibly, yeah, didn't stand up for somebody. Whoever these people are, yeah, they definitely, yeah, could hate somebody because they ain't somebody. But I feel like that there's somebody, you know, specifically that finally knows everything that was done to somebody and why it was done to somebody. Because, yeah, people are jealous of somebody. They hate somebody because they ain't somebody. There's somebody, some people that could have been trying to, yeah, like, use some type of subtle manipulation tactic. So, yeah, like, not in somebody's face, behind somebody's back. Yeah. They've hit a dead end. There's no way out. Somebody has definitely, yeah, got themselves, you know, yeah, like stuck. But somebody definitely, yeah, could find out, you know, that, yeah, like they were betrayed by a friend out here. In some way, shape, form, or fashion. It could have something to do with, yeah, like somebody being found to be guilty of all charges. But there is somebody or some people that, you know, yeah, like they picked their side and they got to stay there. So, yeah, even though, you know, somebody didn't, you know, didn't engage. They definitely, yeah, observed some stuff take place. And so, yeah, they picked their side. Somebody knows that it was a big mistake when they decided, yeah, to pick the wrong side. But, yeah, they don't have a choice but to stay there. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have been acting like that they hated somebody. But, yeah, like they really love somebody. But, yeah, like they just did it, you know, for the acceptance of other people. We got a karmic partner. So, yeah, somebody's karmic partner could be involved. Somebody, you know, could have picked, yeah, like a karmic partner side. Or, you know, yeah, like, yeah, somebody listened to, you know, yeah, like some people. And so, yeah, those people, you know, yeah, poison the mind of somebody to make somebody, you know, yeah, like go against somebody. But somebody definitely, yeah, has gone through a lot. And again, somebody, you know, yeah, has gotten through a lot. There's somebody or some people that, yeah, like whatever they're going through, I feel like it's nothing compared to what they're about to go through. And what they're going through, yeah, it's already too hard. Somebody's a thief out here. Yeah. And whoever these people are, yeah, they have a very distorted view of life. They're lost. But yeah, they picked the lost side. They picked the losing side, yeah. So when it comes, you know, to, yeah, like somebody trusting their intuition, or, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, like feeling some type of energy. So, yeah, when somebody, you know, is around these people, you know, yeah, like somebody gets a feeling. Yeah, like somebody needs to, you know that what they're feeling is real. But now there's, yeah, like a karmic partner, you know, yeah, like now they want to, you know, act like that what they're feeling is real. I feel like it's because they know they know now that it was a big mistake. Yeah, because we got physical jail or prison. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to be locked up. There's some people that could have been trying to get somebody locked up. But we got the kite card. So somebody could already be locked up. That's for somebody, not everybody. But somebody could be about to get locked up because, yeah, somebody finally knows everything that was done to somebody. Yeah. Whoever this is, they engaged in cruel intentions. So somebody is about to receive some type of confirmation. There's a confirmation that's coming somebody's way. So this confirmation could have something to do, you know, with somebody, you know, admitting that they finally know everything that was done to somebody. But it also could have something to do, you know, with, yeah, like somebody receiving some type of confirmation, you know, that, yeah, like somebody has been locked up. We got leaked information on social media. So somebody, you know, could have engaged in some type of cruel intentions when they leaked some information on social media. Yeah, it could be somebody's friend. Yeah, that has no integrity. But yeah, like they done hit a dead end. There is no way out of this. Whatever, you know, could have been leaked on social media, it definitely could have something to do with some information about a court case. Or somebody, you know, could be, yeah, like about to receive some type of confirmation, or, yeah, like some type of information and it has something to do with a court case. But somebody definitely, yeah, leaked some information on social media. And whoever it is, they know now that it was a big mistake. Whoever this is, yeah, like they're green with envy. Yeah, they envy somebody's life. But somebody definitely knows that they can't fool somebody. But when it comes, you know, like to this situation, you know, somebody's being told to trust their gut, especially when it comes to somebody trying to come in, you know, and act like, you know, that, yeah, like they want to, you know, I finally know everything that was done to you. I want to help you, you know, get justice, because justice is already being served on somebody's behalf. Whoever this is, they could just be a gold digger digging for gold. But something about, yeah, like somebody dealing with a gold digger for gold, and now they could be facing, you know, like, yeah, like 5 to 10 years, or yeah, being found to be guilty, you know, of yeah, like some charges. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. Whoever, you know, yeah, like this message is for, yeah, you definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like learning from the past. And so you could be, yeah, like living in the moment. So, yeah, you can laugh at your past because, yeah, you're learning from it. Mm-hmm. So, there definitely could be somebody, you know, that could be about to, you know, be made to stand fully behind what they said. But going back to, yeah, words have power. Uh-huh. But it's something about, yeah, like somebody, yeah, like standing fully behind, you know, like what they said. Because I feel like what somebody said was true. Mm-hmm. As far as, you know, like whoever, you know, like this message is resonating with. But, yeah, somebody's being told, you know, to, yeah, like continue, you know, like to surround, you know, yourself with positive energy out here. Yeah, because somebody definitely is about to receive, yeah, like some great news. But somebody also needs to be aware because, yeah, like there's a pocket watcher out here. Yeah, a pocket watching gold digger, yeah, digging for gold. But I feel like yeah, like when it comes to, yeah, like some people finally knowing everything that was done to somebody, it definitely could have something to do with this, you know? Yeah, people engaged in cruel intentions. People, you know, yeah, mm, 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 mm. People betrayed somebody, you know? Yeah, people, you know, yeah, they could have left somebody, you know, for dead. So, yeah, whoever these people are, yeah, they're learning a harsh lesson. Mm-hmm. Whoever these people are that, yeah, unheard somebody and undervalued somebody. Yep. But somebody needs to be aware because, yeah, there's somebody turned nothing into something and they want to take it from somebody. But I feel like that, yeah, whoever these people are, they know now that it was a big mistake. Yeah, they're learning a harsh lesson. So something about, yeah, like somebody wanting to sue somebody or somebody, you know, yeah, like trying to, you know, yeah, like, yeah, like engage in cruel intentions, you know, to, yeah, get somebody locked up or, you know, to, yeah, like make something go, you know, like in their favor. Mm-hmm. But somebody's also being told to, yeah, pay attention to any offers that are coming in for their protection. Because I feel like that somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to come back in, you know, and act like that they're on somebody's side. But yeah, they already picked the side and they got to stay there. Mm-hmm. Whoever this is, you know, that, yeah, like finally knows everything that was done to somebody, they could be angry. They could be pissed. Mm-hmm. Somebody could literally found out that, yeah, like somebody, you know, or some people, they want to take whatever it is that somebody, you know, has built from them. Mm-hmm. We got a sister involved, so somebody's sister is involved. We got an aunt, so somebody's aunt is involved. There's multiple people that, yeah, like are learning a harsh lesson out here. We got a mother. Somebody's mother is involved. But there could be a lot of people that, you know, could be angry and pissed, you know. That could be the people that could finally, you know, yeah, like know everything that was done to somebody. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that there's somebody or some people, you know, that, yeah, like, you know, they were quick to point out somebody's flaws. And I feel like that, yeah, like their truths are coming out. Uh-huh. These are people that definitely, yeah, could have been trying to use somebody's secrets, you know, like against somebody. So, yeah, like their secrets could be coming out. So they know now was a big mistake. But, yeah, somebody was acting on impulse. Yeah, somebody's rigid thinking pattern definitely, yeah, leads to many people finding out the truth about them. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, somebody or some people were worried about other people's opinions. Oh, well. Mm-hmm. So somebody needs to be aware because there definitely is a leech that's headed somebody's way. It's giving me, yeah, like a karmic partner. This person could be 30 to 40 years old, or somebody, you know, could be 30 to 40 years old. But I feel like that somebody that could have been trying to leech off of somebody, you know, yeah, like they know now was a big mistake. But I feel like whoever this is that finally knows everything that was done to somebody, they're a leech. And so, again, they're going to try to act like that they're, like on somebody's side, but they already picked the side and they need to stay there. Yeah, because their secret life is about to be revealed. It's a lot of people's secret lives that are about to be revealed. Yep. There's some people that, they celebrated too soon, trying to use somebody's secrets against them, trying to, doing whatever it is that they were doing. Yeah. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yep. There's some people that definitely, could be questioning the relationships and the associations that they created. But it goes back to, like somebody being around, like people, negative energy, somebody surrounding themselves with negative energy, and observing but not participating, or even, like observing, participating, so going back to guilty of all charges. But somebody definitely is being included in a very important decision out here. So that could be why, like a leech could be headed somebody's way. Ooh-wee. We got spiritual verdict is in. So we saw court. So spiritual verdict is in. So somebody definitely could be found to be guilty of all charges. So somebody, could be going, like spiritual jail. But I'm a firm believer of as above, so below. So if somebody's going to spiritual jail, they're going to physical jail. Because somebody definitely, could have been wrongly convicted of a crime out here. We got a karmic feminine, so there's a karmic feminine involved. There definitely is multiple people that definitely celebrated too soon. But somebody's about to receive some great news. And there's also, like a new cycle that definitely is beginning for somebody. Yep, and with this new cycle that's beginning for somebody, there's some type of drama that's over. Yep. There's also somebody or some people that, are going to be angry and pissed because they can't start drama in somebody's life. We got in the public's eye. So somebody, could be in the public's eye out here. In some way, shape, form, or fashion. Or something, is going to be, like seen, like on social media. But when it comes to, like somebody or some people's secret lives being revealed, they're being revealed as, fake asses. And those, that came against you are under judgment. Well, we talked about that in the message earlier. And so when it comes to this new cycle beginning, when it comes to like somebody receiving some great news, somebody definitely needs to know that like whatever their heart is desiring, they will receive. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.